programs will trickle down to us, you're going to have to do what you got to do. And if that means that you're going to have to stop going out and eat, you have to give up a little bit of your cable. Not CSPAN though, y'all. Keep CSPAN. If that means not giving your cell phone to one of your kids. My kid is 13 years old, that's 3. None of them have a cell phone. She don't have no job. My kids wear high waters. Yes, they do. That's right. I work at Washington Post. My kids have high waters. Again, they have no job. You got to stop this whole notion is good debt and bad debt. There is no good debt. Scripture says that the borrower is slave to the lender. So we've been slaves for a long time, way past slavery. You know, the word mortgage, the root word of mortgage is debt. And look at what happened with mortgages. We just took on that debt. So we have got to get our money together. And that starts with budgeting. That starts with, you know, if you are married, getting your money together, not having these separate accounts like this crazy mess. If you wanted to do that, you should have saved your bus payment. You have to save. If you make $100, then you have to save 10 of those dollars. Give 10 to the Lord and then say the other 10, so really that leaves you with 8. What I'm telling you is that while we're talking about all this stuff in the government, there's some things that you ought to need to do with your own budget. And I challenge you all to open your checkbooks and look at where your money's going. It's going to the things that you say that you really value. Yeah. And I would challenge that most of the time it's not. It is so important to get this money together. I work in a ministry in my church, and I see people's lives destroyed with credit. I see marriages' lives destroyed because we just out there consuming and using this credit card and listening to all those things that they say that we need to do with our money. You know, buying big screen TVs, buying all these cars. I drive my car till I'm on a first name basis with the local tow truck driver. I know here in LA, that's a big thing. You're driving yourself away. You're talking your wealth away. I look at people's cell phone bills that average of $150 a month, and then you say you can't send your kids to college. All the cable bills are eaten out. All that money that you spend you don't have. True, the government has to do something to provide jobs, but that little piece of job that you got, make sure you say so. My grandmother never made more than $13,000 a year. She saved from every single paycheck. And when she retired, she had more money than some people I know making 6-figure salaries. That's right. So it can be done. It absolutely can be done. But you have to be disciplined. And you have to be informed. If I ask this audience, how many of you read the business section of your local paper or any business section, how many of you can say that? Look at the hands. Not y'all lying. Come on now. No, you lying. My bag for reading is Consumer Reports. If you look at my bag, my husband, he got my bag, it's Consumer Reports, Kent Labor, Black Enterprise. That's what you should be consuming. You have to be informed. You have to know what's going on with your money. And if you don't have a budget, you don't have a roadmap for your money, you're not going to get to where you need to go. So, I mean, I know we don't have a lot of time, and there's so much I want to tell you, but I just want to tell you that I look to Scripture to how to handle my money. And I know when Joseph told the Pharaoh that there was going to be 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine, guess how many years we've had of plenty? 7. And now we're going into the famine. The question is, are you going to learn the lesson? I'm glad we're in a recession, because all these hard-hitting people out here were doing all kinds of crazy things with their money. And the recession was God's way of saying, you fools need to stop spending crazy. The question again is, when the recession is over, are you going to go back to being a consumer, or are you going to be a citizen? I've always chosen to be a citizen, because I'm not relying on my government. My grandmother taught me that. She said it's not how much money you make that matters, it's how you make do with what you had. When she told her story, you would have never guessed that, all the money. And now I bet she could tell the story of how to handle it better now. Oh, yes. You learn your lesson, right? Lord. It can happen to her, it certainly can happen to you. The question is, are you going to learn from it? So I'm still looking up. I'm good. I'm good. I'm ticked off, but I'm good. So I hope some of you go to the session. I hope you read a business section. I hope you get your budget together. If you're married, stop fighting about money. Stop giving your kids all that stuff that they don't need. Stop taking on that debt. Stop listening to the world about what debt is. It's death. Take the credit cards out your wallet. Take that death out of your wallet. Jesus said, life takes Visa. Visa taking you. Is MasterCard your master? Because scripture says you can't serve two masters. You're going to love the one and hate the other.
Wow.
I just ask you to get your money straight. Don't wait on the government. Don't wait on these programs. Whatever little piece of money you got, whether it's $1 or $100,000, take a share of it, give some to the Lord, give some to your community, and have your money straight.
My.